Hello and welcome to the Borealis experience. I'm your host Aurora, life coach and companion on this beautiful journey called life. I'm simply so happy to be spending a couple minutes with you today. Thank you so much for choosing me as your podcaster. And let's dive into today's topic. What do you go to work for? How do you feel about your job? I was live today on Facebook and talked about how I observe people, how I love to ask questions about their jobs, because it is really, really important to see that you spend more time with your job, with your coworkers, than with your loved ones. And the way you pick your job, the way you wake up in the morning really affects your mental health and how you feel about yourself, other people, the world in general, so deeply. What I observed in recent months is that the people who are passionate, the people who are driven, the people who are highly motivated, the people who are following their calling have something about them. They have that spark in their eyes. They have that energy that is so incredibly magnetic. And they usually pick a job that is serving others. They're being of service to others through their job. They're not going to work every day 5 times a week to get a paycheck out of it. They get up in the morning because they know they are making a change. They are making a difference. They are making they have a positive impact on society, and this is what drives them. Then there's people who get up in the morning and they press snooze 10,000 times first, and then they drag their beautiful little ass into work, and there they hate every second they get along with their coworkers. They kind of hate their boss. They absolutely hate the activity that they engage in. But at the end of the month, I guess here in Canada, it's every 2 weeks even, they get a big fat paycheck. And with that money, they can allow themselves to pay their mortgage, send their children to an expensive school, or get that vacation that they're longing for, to get a break from this job that they are engaging in. Now, with the tone of my voice, you can already hear that person A, when you meet them, will feel very differently to meet than person B. If you sit across from person B, you could probably literally see that they are not 100% happy with their choices. They say things like, yeah, but the bills have to get paid, and, everybody has to go to work. Money doesn't grow on trees. Person A will speak very differently. They will be very enthusiastic about their job, and you will see that they're just very positive about their job, and it feels more like an activity or a hobby than a job. And you see, person A will be more likely to be happy and to have healthy relationships compared to person B, because they're not really happy with what they do with most of their time. They're in it to get something from the big corporate from their job. They want that paycheck and then F off and try to distract from their pain that they're experiencing on a soul level, mental, emotional level on a daily basis. So very different approach, very different attitudes. All this to say, if you are listening right now and you feel that you are more like person B, I'm not judging you. I'm not trying to, make you feel bad about your decisions. But what I want to tell you is that if you're struggling with health problems, mental, emotional, relationship issues, a clue could be that you are not happy, satisfied, content, in alignment, feeling authentic with the job that you are engaging in. My English is not really awesome today, but I know you get my point. And it is not about making radical changes, but it is about becoming aware of it. And then over time, making 1-degree changes, noticing things, observing yourself, feeling how your body feels, how your whole being feels when you're engaging in this job. And then being more inquisitive when it comes to what are you doing here? What is your soul calling? What is it that you would like to do more of in your life? What brings you true joy when you are in service to others? Sometimes we knew very clearly as a child what we wanted to become, but for some reason we let go of that dream. By the way, I'd love you to share your childhood dream job with me on Facebook. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my podcast here or connect with me on Facebook, Aurora Eggert, because I'd love to hear what your childhood dream job was. And maybe it's still there. Maybe you lost track of it and I can be the one reminding you again of it. So it is really important to know that your job has a heavy influence on how you feel about yourself. And today I'm not talking about your boss and your coworkers. That's a totally different story. But the activity itself, do you feel that you are making a difference? Do you, even if it's just a very small wheel that you are in the system, but are you making this place a better place? Are you supporting people? Are you helping people out? And, a street sweeper, an accountant, a person who works at McDonald's, you could ask. And if they give you an answer like, yes, it brings me true joy to see people walk in a clean street. It brings me true joy to serve people food that they enjoy and to be able to support my family with paying their rent. Or if you're an accountant, it brings me true joy to help people out with crunching numbers and helping them to see new ways on how to spend money or how to go about their business, because I love supporting people. So don't get me wrong, it doesn't matter what your job is. You don't have to be an entrepreneur who's inventing the next medicine against cancer, but it has to be of meaning to your soul. When you get up in the morning, I want you to see happy and lit up to go to work. And if you can tell me that it doesn't feel like work, then that's even better. And again, if you are in a situation where you are in the system to get money out of it, then just become aware of this first, and also be aware that it will impact how you think and feel about life. it will impact how you relate to people, because when you're not happy at your job, how can you be a happy person when relating to people? You will be nagging, complaining. You will be a drag, you will be draining, because people can sense that you're not content with yourself. And it can negatively impact relationships to the point where people don't want to hang out with you anymore. So I'm not saying that you are in a terrible situation if you are now working in a job that is, serving a certain purpose. But what I'm trying to inspire inside of you is that you go out and look what is in true alignment with yourself, with your calling. And maybe one day you can make it a job. Or maybe you can start investing more time in a new hobby that feels like you would live in more alignment. All right, I'm going to let you with this and wish you a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have a moment, if you want to give back, there's a link in the show notes where you can buy me a coffee. And I would totally appreciate that. Or you can leave me a review and rating on Apple Podcasts and just help me out in finding new listeners, reaching more people. The podcast here is totally for free, no sponsors. I'm heavy lifting it all, and I want to make sure that I can help as many people as possible. And you are a critical point in sharing with people and friends and spreading ease and empowerment around the globe. Thank you so much for being here, and I will be out there very soon again. Bye-bye.